Funko was in a big slump and downtrend. So many pops were going down in value because people started panic selling and started undercutting each other. So for a while, it just didn't really feel like necessary to even do a video like this. It really just felt redundant, to be honest, just to do a video about pops going down when everything was. However, in the last year or so, Funko has started to turn things around, pay down their debt, and a lot of things have started to go up in value again, as you guys have been seeing with me doing the videos at least once or twice a month. So I figured it would be fun to go over a couple anime grails that are actually going down a little bit in value and might be really good buys if you've been after them. And of course, if you guys have noticed any major changes in price values for anime grails or any other pops, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll do another video from like Marvel, DC, Disney, or whatever. For now though, before we get started, I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, what's a Funko Pop collection that you'll never be able to complete? All right, so jumping into our selections, first up,
I would say all of them, because it's hard to pick which one I like, because I don't want to get like 20 Goku different form or different variants of any anime, because it's hard to collect them of a set or any anime. I think the wrestling one is more hard to find, but you need to find like at like a collection store that sell more wrestling Funko Pop or a store.
we have Dragon Ball Z. We have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the glow-in-the-dark exclusive here. So estimated value around $115 there. You can see it actually sat at the kind of $140, $160 range for a while. It actually dipped down to the $80 to $100 range it's currently at back in 2024 too. And then it...
Well, Super Saiyan Gohan glow-in-the-dark. Well, dang, they're going down in value. I would not spend that much for a Funko Pop. Depends what I like. Plus, I already met the... Oh yeah, I want to meet the Teen Gohan, not the Kid Gohan. The female got arrested due to the voice of Goku and Teen Gohan.
Jump back up to that 140, 160 range. Estimated value again around 115. Current sales $100, $90, $105, and $100 there. And then current listings of what I found, $85, $89, $91, and $90. Now those are just some of the lowest listings that I did actually find for this one. There are some higher ones because people are still holding on to that 140, 150 range. And of course, if these $80 to $100 listings I'm showing you on this chart did actually sell, eventually this one would climb back up. And I do think that will be the case eventually. Of course, though, you also have the sealed version of this in the T bundle there that goes for a little bit more money. Haven't noticed a crazy change, maybe a slight downtrend, but nothing really worth mentioning just yet. But Funko has made some recent stuff with Gohan, like they made the Cell versus Gohan moment. Maybe people just want that a little bit more, or maybe this one just started going down because, again, of the whole Funko tumble effect. Either way, like I showed you here, you can find a couple listings around $80 to $100. You can scoop those up if you've been looking for this Glow Gohan. I think it's a really good time to buy. I don't know if I expected to go down a crazy amount more than this, to be honest, because there's only so many out there, and I highly doubt it's going to restock. Oh, and something I want to note here is I did actually go in and do my best to check through all of these listings that I'm showing you to make sure that there were no major damages.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Is actually influencing these prices. Okay, next up, also from Dragon Ball Z, we actually have the Future Trunks Chase. Now this one hurts a little bit just because Bailey paid, I think, over $200 for the one that she bought for me in my collection, but it is what it is, happens all the time. Estimated value on this one, $185. You can actually see that it jumped up to almost...
So this is like a chase version, and it's from Hot Topic. And yeah, it's going down more. But Future Trunk, man, can't believe it.
$450 at one point. I don't know if that was just like a false sale or what, but that's pretty crazy. But it mostly sat around the $200 to $250 range for most of its life. Recent sales, $92 on a bid, $159, $145, and $120. Most of these did actually look clean. And then current listings, $125, $175, $165 with the whole little bundle from Hot Topic. And then we also have a $159 listing there. So this one also has a couple listings over $200 too. For what's available for this future trunks, there are a decent amount of listings under that $200 mark and that $185 range that it's currently showing. This one's actually actively been going down for a while now, especially over the last year. I've been watching it for a while to put in one of these videos and, here that video is. Now, I do actually think this one was part of that whole tumble effect with Funko where people started undercutting each other because this was a really big, expensive grail. Again, it was pushing $300 at one point. Though I can definitely say that this one's most likely not going to restock just because we had a similar, bundle box from like Crunchyroll with the Ancient Magus Bride Pop. Elias there, that had a chase variation. That one never restocked in that bundle. I don't see Trunks restocking. So it does have that going for it. At the end of the day, it's not the strongest chase anyways. It's just metallic of the regular one. So I can see why maybe people just realize maybe they don't want to pay as much. And they have put out other Trunks Pops since, so maybe that's also a contributing factor. Either way, as of right now, it is definitely down, and maybe it's a good time for you to buy it if it's in your budget. Eventually, it could go back up if all these lower listings start to get bought up, because like I said, there's still listings over $200. All right, moving on for solo leveling fans, we have the Iron Glow Chase here. So estimated value around $120. You can see it was pushing almost $400 at one point at two different points there. So recent sales.
Dang, $400? Shit, man. Too much money for $400 for a Funko Pop? Then I wish. I remember, oh man, I can't believe I'm going to say this. When WWE released the AJ Lee. It was a WWE exclusive, and I paid for $20. And my mom told me to sell it. I think I sold it like double the price, 40. Now that's worth like $600 to $800. And there only one AJ Lee Funko Pop. Guys, don't listen to your parents. Don't listen to your girlfriend or boyfriend to sell your Funko Pop. One day they're gonna go up in value. We go watch. It's going to go up in value one day.
Sales, $135, $162, $110, and $143. And then current listings range from $120 up to $170. So this one's pretty easy to tell you as to why it did actually go down. Not a lot of stock released initially. I think it was something to do with Amazon having a lot of damaged stock that ended up being canceled. Eventually it dropped on Funko. A lot of chases got, released into the wild, and then it restocked again between Amazon and Funko a few times within the last few months. So that was just the biggest contributing factor. This one was never going to stay at the $400 range because we knew more stock was coming. If it's true that Amazon ended up with a lot of damaged stock, and even people were saying that they ended up with damaged stock still, even on the restocks. So if that's true, it was just a waiting game as to when Funko could get newer boxes here to put on the figures and then sell it properly again. Now, though, it's not like the solo leveling line is lacking any grails anyways. Like, they have two Sung Ji-New Pops that are over $100 right now. You have the Tusk Pop that's pushing $500 almost currently, which I'm probably going to put in my next trending video. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, solo leveling is not lacking any grails. We have more solo leveling pops coming in the future, and we may even get more limited edition pieces. So I would say Iron's the least of your worries. I just hope people didn't pay $300 to $400 without taking into the fact that it was a very new exclusive, especially shared with Amazon. It was going to get restocked. Like, this was bound to happen. So I do feel for those people who maybe paid a few $100s for this one. But yes, guys, always do your research and don't really pay crazy amounts for shared exclusives that are very new. Very high likelihood that it is going to get restocked. All right, guys, so the last pop we have to talk about today is the Alaka Chase from Hunter x Hunter. So this is one of the few grails in the Hunter x Hunter set. So this one's estimated value around $165, though the graph does need to be updated because I saw a lot of listings way lower than that. $85 sale, $90 sale, $75 sale, and $90. And like I said, I checked the majority of these. They look to be in really good condition. So I was surprised that it was still showing 160.
So it's a Hot Topic exclusive and a Chase variant that's very rare. And now it's dropping. Wow.
$5 in 2026. Now, current listings that what I could find, $102, $125, $86, and $105. And there are some that are slightly higher than that, but I have been seeing this one around the $80 to $100 range. So based off the sales and current listings, again, this one's more around the $80 to $100 range, in my opinion. Let me know if you guys own this Alaka Chase, and what do you guys think about the value? Do you think it could eventually go up or down? Honestly, with the Hunter x Hunter set, they haven't really made a lot of pops for it in recent years. Like we've gotten, I think maybe we've gotten 1 or 2 sets and then some random exclusives, but nothing too extravagant. I don't even know if we're going to get anything else from Hunter x Hunter this year. I haven't heard any rumors or leaks about any limited edition pieces. So for Hunter x Hunter fans, you're safe from that for now, unless Funko changes that in the future. But yeah, they don't really pay attention to the Hunter x Hunter set. I just don't think it's one of their top.
What is Arknight's Enfield even about? It's about too many things, man. Too many things. Enfield greets you with stunning.
Like sellers for anime, and if it was like One Piece or Dragon Ball, I think we'd get a lot more regular releases. Now, to be fair though, that's also on Funko because some of the character choices and molds they've done haven't been the strongest in like design terms or like fan favorites. So, you know, when you do that, of course, people aren't really going to support the line because it's not what they want. So I think if Funko just does a little bit more research and, you know, watches the anime or has somebody read the manga and comes up with some really cool designs, I think they definitely could revive the line. Hunter x Hunter is widely beloved all over the world. It's one of the biggest animes out there, but in terms of merchandise, it just doesn't seem to be that strong with Funko. So I am curious, for Hunter x Hunter fans, what is a pop from the line if Funko made that you would buy? Let me know down below some suggestions and maybe they'll see this video. All right, guys, so those are the 4 selections I have for you today. So I kind of wanted to make this a little bit of a smaller video, not do too many, just to kind of gauge interest for you guys and see if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Again, like I said, I could do, you know, Marvel, DC, some Disney ones. I can mix them all together like I do the other trending videos. It's all up to you guys if you want to see more downtrend videos essentially like this. Me doing this video is mainly to kind of just show you guys things that are down in value right now that are maybe good deals and pickups if you're looking for them. Anyways, though, let me know if you guys are after any of these pops we did talk about in today's video. And of course, also, let me know if you guys own any of these in your collection. The one that I actually own in this video is...
For me, own none of them at all. I only have Goku, Vegeta. That's it I have.
The Trunks Chase. I don't collect solo leveling. I don't really have a lot of Hunter x Hunter. I have a few like core characters that I do like. And then I've never actually ended up picking up that Glow Gohan, but I'm going to have the Cell versus Gohan like moment, so I'll be perfectly fine. Anyways, though, that's all for me today. Hit the like button down below if you did enjoy. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel.
All right. So, you heard the news, some Funko Pop going down, mostly anime. I want to know, are you guys gonna pick up the Dragon Ball Z one, Hunter x Hunter? I'm thinking to buy again the Gohan or the Trunk, depending on my budget, but I don't have that money yet. But let me know in the comment, like, share. See you on the next video. Peace. Rudy is out.